welcome to Snip Sappin'. Today's video I am participating in ABC April 26. It is Thursday, April 2nd. It is the letter B. This is hosted by 7th Plaza and Crafting by Tony. I do believe today is Tony's video, which is also the letter B. I am using book pages because it starts with the letter B, but this calendar can be picked up on 7th Plaza and 7th Plaza's coffee page and Crafty by Tony's coffee page. I will leave them linked in the description down below, so if you want to have this calendar for the letters, so that you can get it. So I'm just going to put this off to the side so we can get to the project. I am going to be making bows out of book pages that are paper clips so that you can do this with them. Hold on. So they go like this on your page. And they have some bling. This one's different from this one, of course. This one I kind of folded in the pages to make it a little more three-dimensional. But they're super easy to make. I did ink them, so I'm going to show you how to cut the pieces out, and then I have the pieces so that we can put the pieces together. But you can't, the size book pages that I use, you can get 2 out of 1. So I just took this book page, folded in half. This is not my idea. I seen this from Tasha over at Treasure Books. I will leave the original video linked down below so that you can go over and see how she made them. I was inspired by her. Of course, I put my own twist on it. So you just fold your pages in half, tear them, and then you fold this in half again, like so. And then I found it the easiest to take them, these pages here, fold these in half. I don't care that it's raggedy on the end because I like the grunge look of it. So, but if you want to square those up, that's up to you. And then I just took my scissors, made sure that the piece that is folded is facing away from you so I can get my flags. I snipped it and I had my flag ends, and then I just went like so, like that. So that's these 2 pieces. That's how I get my banner piece. And then this one here, I folded in half. Well, I probably should go this way because this is torn uneven. And again, you can make it even if you want. I don't care about the rugged in it at all. I don't. And then I fold it over again. If you want your bow petals bigger, don't fold it a second time. I kind of like mine the way that they came out, so that's why I did it. And you fold it up like so. And then you fold it again. So you have all of this fold in your hand, like this, right? And you're gonna have this big bunch of paper stacked up like this. The folded piece, not where it's open up here at the top, but this folded piece here, lay it down on your mat. You don't have to, but I find it the easiest to take a pen and draw a heart, right? And each time it's going to be different, but when you come down to the bottom down here, don't go right to the point. See how I left some space right there? You want that space. And the bigger the space, the bigger your middle piece is going to be. Right here, like so. So, then you take your scissors. It's going to be tight, so make sure you have sharp scissors. I'm just going to go a little outside of this line because I want the bigger middle. And then I'm just going to cut like so. Hold your pieces tight. Don't let your pieces go. There you go. Now let's get this off the desk. Get these scraps out of here. And then when you open this up, you're going to have 4 pieces. I don't want to cut myself with my scissors. So And then when you go like this, you have, oh, those ones are still attached. Now they're apart. So you have this petal, this petal, this petal, and this petal. So you can make this bow and this bow. And then they go on these, like this. And then you could ink them, do whatever you want to do with these. But I went ahead and I inked them already. I inked them all up so you don't have to watch me ink or anything like that. And you have to get a paper clip. You put, so the paper clip goes long side on the back, short side on the inside. So it looks like this. You don't have to use a paper clip. If you don't use a paper clip, you can glue it down to your book page and it can be a tuck or whatever you want. I'm using paper clips because I want to be able to clip them onto different things. So we're going to do that. But first, we have to open this up after we ink it. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And I'm going to go down through and I'm going to glue this all up so that the, I don't know what you call these, the hangy things on the bow. That's the best I can describe them. The hangy things on the bow. And then this folds over like this. And you have this little nifty piece right here. Oh, I got some extra glue there we don't need because we have that torn look. And then I'm going to go up in here. And I'm going to put a little glue here so that that holds that in place. And then I'm going to put my paper clip, like I said, small piece in the front, long piece in the back. And then I'm going to decide how I want my bow. Do I want my bow like that? I'll move this one out of the way. So we're just focusing on this one. Do I want my bow, how do I want it? Do I want my pieces to sit like that and like that? You know, I kind of like it like that. So I'm going to pull this out from underneath and I'm going to leave it so it sits like this. You can staple the middle if you want or glue. I'm going to just glue. So I'm just going to put my glue right here like so and do this. This is what I'm going to do. So now I have my middle piece all ready. And then I'm going to decide if I want to put any lace or anything to make it fancy. And I think I want to maybe, do we want to put some of this in there? Like in the middle? To make it, do we want some of that? No, I'm not feeling that. I am not feeling that. Maybe we can take some of this seam binding and put some of this seam binding in there. I kind of like that. So I'm going to just cut a little piece of the seam binding and I'm going to scrunch the seam binding up. Maybe. I don't know if I can get it to go, but right now I'm going to glue this. I got to get my Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to take this Fabri-Tac, which is all gooky because it has to be cleaned. And wait. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I have to take Miss E's advice and put some acetone in there and thin it out a little bit. Then I'm going to glue this on like so. See how it's on there now? We have a, you can stop right there and put it in your box, and then when you use it for whatever you're going to use it for, you have it where you can just decorate it. But of course, I'm not going to stop there. We all know that I go big or go home. We all know that. I don't stop. I go big or go home. I'm trying to make this like a ruffle right here. So yeah, I gotta hold it a minute because Fabri-Tac likes to play games sometimes. So that we have that playing in our corner of the university. There we go. We have that. I kind of like that right there. I do. And then, do we want to put some bling on here? I think we do. I'll put some white bling on here. And I'm just going to take this white bling and go like this on the petals of the bow to make it stand out a little bit. Just because it would, when you put it in your journal, it'll, you know, make it fancy. And then I have another one ready so that we can put another one together because they're so simple and I thought it would be fun for us to do 2 of them. But this is the first one we made together. I think they are so cute. That's one. And here we go. We're going to put this one together also. But this one will probably be different than that one, so all depends. So first we glue these. First we glue this together so that we are all ready for when the bow is ready to go onto its home. Its fancy home. Remember, your long side goes in the back, short side in the front. Again, this is not my idea. This was from Natasha at Natasha Treasure Books. I just thought it was cool to bring to my friends and show them my my take on it. That's how that got here on my channel, because I thought it would be fun to show my friends this, you know, because everybody's crafting style is different. And then I lost my jar of goodies. I have a jar of goodies here and I lost it, but I have it, I found it now. So we are going to use it. We are going to use the goodies to put a piece here in the middle of this one. But I got to square it up a little bit, make it a little more even. Even Steven, because I don't like it when it's not even for my bows anyways. Not that we're going to see the back of it, but I definitely need it even for the front. If that makes sense. It does to me. I don't know about you. That's just how my brain works. That's just how my brain works today. I have a big glue gobby. Yeah, big glue gobby. So we're going to see if we can work with it. I don't want to waste it because this glue, this is how this glue gets, and I don't know why it does it, but it does it. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to squeeze my glue out. I don't need that over here. Squeeze my glue out over here like so. And then I can put the cover on this and it can stop oozing everywhere, because I don't want it oozing everywhere. And then we're going to put this down on here like so. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that one. And then I have this fancy white lace stuff here like this. And then I thought, why not put a bow inside of a bow like I did the other ones? I put a bow inside of a bow on those. You know, because if you're going to go fancy, you might as well go fancy. That's just my thinking. If you're going to go fancy, go fancy. And we'll put this one here. Then we can put it on here like so. Yeah. Yeah, I said I was done with this playing in this glue. I thought I was. But I am now. It's got a string. It's got a string. It's got a string. It does. And then this one, I want to put, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. If I can see if I can find one. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Right there. That's what I was looking for. I probably could put it right there. I don't want to put it kind of like so. That's how I want to do it. So I'm going to glue it like this, and then I'm going to bring it in. We're going to put it like that. There we go. I just wanted to make that one a little different because the other ones all had the gems on them. So there we have that. So we made 2 together. I made 2 before, so I made 4 of these, and I have 2 more that I can make because I showed you how to cut them out. But this is the letter B for ABC April 2026. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please make sure you like and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye.